Chat, sorry, I got very sidetracked. That happens often when I live stream. Okay, listen. Everyone has been talking about how Wemby needs to add muscle, right? Everybody and their mama talks about it. People that are genuinely interested in Wemby, people that are genuinely hating on him, people that don't like him, hate the San Antonio Spurs, love him. I don't know. We have many different people that want him to be injured. Every single person brings up that he needs to add strength. And this picture is circling around, and I want to get you guys' opinion on it and see if you actually think that this is him building somewhat like some type of muscle, or is it just people blowing it up? Here it is. This is the image. And if we try to compare, that's what we're going to do. Hold on. Let me try to see if I can find Wemby. We'll just say, I don't know, 2023 French League. I don't know. So let's bring up some stuff. So this would be Wemby during this past season. I'll open this as a new image. All right, that's Wemby. And this is Wemby. That's Wemby. And this is Wemby. So what are we looking at here? I have no idea. I'm seriously asking you guys because I have no idea. Because when we come across images like this, they had just got done working out. Like, it's very obvious, right? So your blood's are pumping, your muscles out. I mean, he's a muscular dude anyway. I know he's skinny, but he's a muscular dude. And you look at Keldon, I mean, on the court, yeah, he's muscular or whatever. After the game, he's like freaking jacked. Or you see him right after a workout, it's like, oh my God, like LeBron James level of hugeness. So I don't know. It's like really tough because there is a huge difference if you look at Wemby from like a year ago and now. There's like a gigantic difference, but I don't know if it's been that big of a difference since. I don't know. What do you guys think? Rui said his shoulders look more defined. Okay. That was another thing too. His face looks fuller. Yeah. So let's see. Type in Wemby dyed hair. Everyone's bringing that up too. How his face looks. Here we go. I guess his neck looks a little bit. It's one of those really tough situations that you can't really tell because of the camera that Sohan was using. I know he was using selfie mode and then he turned to selfie mode around just to show Wemby. I don't know. Cameras are just so, especially smartphone cameras, are so tough to tell. The haircut makes him stand out more. I think it looks good on him. I mean, but we're not talking about his appearance right now. I mean, I guess we kind of are, but we got to remember his body is still growing and changing. I think men stop at 24. Well, it won't change that significant to the point of 24, I hope. I mean, let's pray he doesn't get any taller. He does not. At this point, I know that I think Draymond Green might have brought this up. I'm not sure. But at one point, like, you get so tall that it becomes a detriment. Me personally, I think right now 7'3" is not necessarily a detriment. It's just pretty amazing that he is that tall. But I do believe if he gets to the point where he's 7'6", 7'7", now it's just like, this is just overkill. You don't need it. You don't need any of it. The funny thing about Wemby is if he was 4 inches shorter, he would still be potentially a superstar in the league. Like, he's just that good. Giannis' body changed a lot. Yeah, Giannis' body changed a lot for sure. Yeah, his body changed a lot. But Giannis also isn't 7'5". I mean 7'3", but they mean growing into man's frame until at least 24, not height. Oh, okay. Sorry. Then that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, he's definitely gonna look a little bit muscular. I just don't know. It's just been getting around a lot, like people saying, "Oh my God, he's really building muscle." I don't know. Maybe a little bit. I can't really tell. Yeah, we don't want him to grow any taller. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess the neck area looks a little bit more full. I don't know. It's so tough. It's so tough. It's so tough. And to be fair, like he's done weightlifting prior, but I'm sure that they ramped it up just a tad bit now that he's in the NBA. People really be focused on his girth. Exactly. That's not what matters. Randy taught us that in South Park. It's not what matters. He is definitely building muscle. Okay. I mean, any rookie coming into the league should be building some type of strength. I get that. Like I said, I don't want it to be overkill. I don't think it matters as much as some people bring up. But I do need him to build some strength just for his rebounding. That's his biggest flaw. Like when people try to see like what's his flaw, everyone usually points towards his height. Like, oh, he's so tall he can get injured. I don't care about any of that. I think the biggest flaw of his game is the fact that his rebounding is so rough, you know. It's just he doesn't hold on to the ball tight enough once he gets rebounds, and we're probably going to see that quite a bit early on. I'm sure Spurs fans going to get a little frustrated with that, but everything else he's great. Like great passer, can create his own shot. Got to get a little bit more consistent with the threes, but new NBA rules, he should be fine. Defense is elite already. So everything else he's fine. It's just the rebounding and holding on to the ball is the one thing that scares me, and that would be strength. But hey, if anyone knows more like basketball knowledge than me, and you're like, no, that's not all strength, is more so other things, you can let me know. I'll take your word for it. It's just in my opinion right now, as it stands, it seems like it's a strength issue with the rebounding. Let's see. Yeah, on second glance, vein popping out, definitely got a pump. That's what I'm saying. I just think that this is right after a workout. That's why, you know, everyone looks big right after workout. Let me see if I can find, because they did the same thing with City. Let's see, City Sissoko. Everyone's like, oh my God, City Sissoko got so big. Let's see if I can find it. Let's go to media. This is him having fun on the court with a. Yeah, you can't actually do that in a game, my boy. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know where the image went. Sorry, guys. Let's see if I type in Wembanyama. We're definitely gonna be looking at this soon. Let's see. Where is it? That's a dope image. That's a dope image. That's a dope. I'm just kidding. I actually don't know. But there is this. There was this image circling around with the gang all together, and people were saying how big City Sissoko has gotten. Julian posted pics of City and the Spurs, I think. Oh, okay. Is it on Instagram? It must be on Instagram. Let's see. Yes? Okay. That's what we'll look up then. Julian. There we go. All right, let's see here. There it is. Okay, this is the full image. Okay. All right, this is the full image. Unfortunately, I can't make it any bigger. But you can see here, there's City Sissoko right there. And people are like, oh, he got so much bigger. I don't think he got that much bigger. He was already that big, right? I think it's just the fact that they worked out. I don't know. City always been big. Just post workout swole. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think it's. I think people blowing it up just a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see. Once we see him in person, everything we'll know. I think that's what I'm like most looking forward to, is actually going to see Wemby in person. it's one thing to see him on TV. It's gonna be a whole nother beast to actually see this kid walking on the court. I'll definitely be at the Grizzlies one, and luckily, if I'm lucky, your boy Ja will be there, so he'll actually be playing. City strong is F though. He is strong.